another confirmation that what we are doing is the right thing, because I think Lotus has the potential not just to produce a piece of plastic or a piece of aluminum on wheels. I think Lotus has the potential to deliver a full experience around the car through the cups we have, through track days, through merchandise, through what have you. And I think what we have changed with the new team is obviously the US did not have the chance to feel it immediately. The current focus was on Europe, but I think there's a lot of things going on upgrading the network development, having a different relationship with the dealers itself. We don't want to be just a manufacturer supplying the product and then you take care of it. That's not. We want to introduce standards actually and make your life easier. The same with the club. So. I don't know how the relationship with the clubs were in the past, and I don't really care. My goal is to have a relationship with all the clubs around the world, and there are so many, to have you part of the family, to have your feedbacks in here. That's why you're here, otherwise you wouldn't be invited to come here. And we would like to build something together, because if we don't have you as hardcore, opinion leaders, conveying a message that what we are doing is the right thing or the wrong thing potentially, then where's the point? I mean, this is why the clubs, like the dealers, act as more as ambassadors of our brand rather than just somebody who likes to take their car on track and doesn't care about how it's been built and where it's been built and all that. So you guys have an important role, and I think that we can establish a much better, much closer relationship. And this is a first start. I don't know whether this happened in the past, but this is a first start. And then it's a long way to come here from the US, but we should do this more often. You should be part of our plan. You should be part of our feedback program, because it's you guys who buy the cars, and it's you guys who are seen with these products on the road or on the track. So if you're not happy, you will not be able to give this positive message to someone else, and you will not be happy not to have the customer in your dealership. And so I think we're all sitting in the same boat. If you don't like that boat, you should step out. But there's just one boat. It's not something we can go against each other. We're all in the same group.
Can I just quickly say, I think Danny's got an appointment at 10:30. We have some photographs to do, so I'm just concerned about that.
I can wait. You've come a long way now. They're here every day.
Each year, the Lotus Limited, the largest club in North America, has Lotus Owners Gathering. And repeatedly through the years, the factory has sent technical information. This is what we're doing. This is where we're going. And we like to keep getting that. The more we know about it, the more we see what's coming up.
I see no reason why you should not
you ask
continue.
Sometimes it's available, sometimes it's not. And that is the best place at the factory to show what it's doing. The technology, I guess your key point technology and building the Evora and going between those points, which allows you, that was something we saw years ago in a presentation. And to see it coming about in the Evora was, this is where it came out. We knew it was coming, but we were waiting for the model.
But as I said, I don't see one reason why we should not keep doing this, and I would even go further. You should probably invite also a representative from our factory there if it's such an important event.
Lotus USA comes each time, but
no issue.
A presentation.
But I'm sure the team will make it happen that it will work in the future. So I don't see a reason why we should not. Thank you. And this is what we try to do. It's I think, and I've seen this in my previous experience with Ferrari, which is a big brand, but they were not really interested about relationship with the owner, with the small owner, because they had the attitude the cars will be sold anyway. So who cares whether it's you or them and so on. So that's not our attitude. And the same with Aston Martin, because we have many Aston Martin guys here who came to join us in this exciting and challenging venture, and we get the same feedback that there is this blah blah of customer relationship indeed, but in reality it's nothing. It's just other than a letter and other than maybe you get a gift or a magazine, maybe a visit to a local event. It's nothing really behind it. And what we want is today 2,500 customers, tomorrow 6,000 customers. I mean, this is 6,000 customers a year. This is, you should call them every day once. It's not something that is maybe exaggerated every day, but it's not that we're talking 6 million customers. And that relationship should be directly with the manufacturer, with the dealer, and with the owner. That has to, it's the same what I told you before with the family. And we don't want to be a Porsche, you know, or like Mercedes offering products with no soul and no characteristic. And we don't want to be perfect. We will never be perfect. That's fine, because we need some character in there. We need to be polarizing. Some will like us, some will just not like us, and that's fine. But the people who like us, they have to have this special relationship. They have to have this access to us. And I mean, we have people who work here since 25 years. There must be a reason why, or? And engineering, especially on the engineering side, they can tell you all sorts of stories. Who was here, who was not here, that part, this car. That. I mean, that's what, in my opinion, makes the soul of the company, and not a piece of aluminum where that comes from, or a highly developed whatever technology. It's more about the people around. And as I said, our aim is not to sell hundreds of thousand cars, which we'll never be able. It's 6,000 cars with 5 models. I think that's not unrealistic. I think that's okay to keep everybody involved.
How about the support for the track enthusiast? Will you continue to be very focused on that?
Look, this is another issue. Our company is all about racing. Was all about racing. Was founded to race, not to build cars. But it's a good side effect if you can build cars and finance racing activities. So that was the whole aim about our project. And we introduced so many racing activities this year, and we will continue to do that. I think the racing activities take 3/4 of all the marketing and sales expenditure we have in the company. So it should show you that how committed we are on the racing side, racing element of the company. And that, by definition, we have to transfer to our customers. So, as I said, every single product, with the exception of maybe 2, will have a track version, if you want, in future. And this is where we came from. This is what we want to be. We don't want to be a posh or luxury sports car manufacturer. That's we have never been that, and we will never be that. But what I want when I talk about premium is simply to offer quality. That's all I want, because it's the same money if you design easy egress, or if you design a more difficult one. It's the same money, just the way you design. And I want these simple things that hurt us today, simply to redesign it, and to make this more today's how to say, or matching today's customer demands. That's it.
You mentioned you don't want to be like Porsche, but did you, and you know, I certainly can appreciate doing something to turn the trend around. Did you ever give? I'm just curious. Did you ever give any consideration to maybe going down market or expanding to like Cayennes and things that brought in a lot of money for Porsche?
Well, we have studied the Porsche case in detail, because we have many senior executives who joined us from Porsche. We have a lot of insight in the company, and you're right, the money Porsche today does is not with the sports cars, it's just with the 4 doors and with the SUV and with the Panamera. And they practically finance their old 911 and Cayman and Boxer programs and what have you. It's from one angle a concerning fact, but from the other angle, it's actually a good opportunity for us, because the mainstream sports car manufacturers are moving more and more mainstream. So that opens the niche. Let's say the more driver-oriented products out there for us. It opens a market. I think it's an opportunity, I would say. But when I talk about Porsche, I think Porsche is the benchmark in quality. And the Porsche is not a Ferrari, as I said. It's not Porsche. It's not fancy. It's simply clever. Is pure, but what you have in there is quality, and we would like to go in that direction. We use Porsche as actually benchmark for many things, and we would like to achieve. And if we achieve just 80% of that, I believe it's 3,000% more there today. And how we do that, just as something some people ask me, well, I mean, you've never done this in the past 30 years, how do you think you can achieve now quality suddenly in the new products? And it's actually not the rocket science. I think we should concentrate on what we are good at. We are good at in some areas, right? In handling, chassis, lightweight, all this. I think we are benchmarked. That's why our engineering arm have been awarded by so many big OEMs to help them with their products in those specific areas. But I don't think we will ever get a gold medal for our color and trim, if you want, or for our interior quality. I don't think we will get that. So we should not concentrate on that. So we should actually have this completely outsourced and get people who know how to do a clever and quality interior, so the customer will perceive it as a high quality. And this is the approach. This is an example, by the way. And this is the approach we've taken on many areas we are not expert in. Any other company is doing the same. Why should we not do that? So this is useless to try to be better than another car company in some components if we don't have the resources, don't have the capacity, but more important, don't have the knowledge to do it. So better to outsource. And if those companies, I come back to the example of the interior, those companies are developing the interiors for Audi, for a Porsche, for a Lamborghini, it can be bad for us. So this is how we address the quality issues. Right?
Good, thanks.
So thank you again very much for coming. Anything you need, you know where to find us. I hope you will come again and enjoy your day.